unlocking a reader outside of the normal time schedule without altering the original schedule. We go into macros, go to main, macros, right click, new basic macro, or in this case, you want to pick a day, you can either do the list or go by a schedule. Looking at the calendar here, you could look at the day view. You can click today for it to automatically go to the day that you're on right now. Click on week view. You could ignore the weekends if you want to. Expands it out a little bit more for you. Go to month view. Also doing the same thing with the show or don't show weekends. Or you have the timeline view. You could scroll as far as you want to the left or far out into the future. If you think you got lost and you're trying to navigate back, you could either go to previous what does that say? Previous appointment, I guess is what they're calling it. Or you can click on today and it'll show the first day right here. Now if we're wanting to add a new macro schedule to that particular day, say it's Friday, you have an alteration. You could double click. We'll say we want to open up, in this case, Panhellenic kitchen. We want it to just run once. You have a few other drop downs here. You could go just run once, hourly, daily, weekly. You could do weekly and have several days. And you could also have that end on a particular day. Say it was a couple months out and it was just summer months or something like that. You could have that end on a particular time, making sure that you focus on whether it's AM or PM for the end date of that macro. But we'll just do a run once for simplicity's sake. Click our drop down. We'll select the 23rd for Friday. And we'll say we want that to start at 6 a.m. We want to open up a little bit earlier. And you can select by minutes if you want to, so we'll say 6:30. Click outside of that. You can delete this macro after it executes. So either checkbox or don't. In this case, we'll just do a one-time execution. You have a lot of different options for actions here on this macro at that time. Probably the most common will be unlocking a reader or a set of readers. So if you were to select different types of options like time zones, you would have a list of time zones to select from. Or if you had a task, you would scroll through which task you wanted to trigger. Say in the case you wanted to make the parking glass door for public safety to open. You can double click and bring that over. We will do the most common thing here, like I said, the unlock reader. And we were going to do Panhellenic Panhellenic Kitchen. Click and bring that over. You can have that set to end at the 5 p.m. or 3, 2, whatever. So we want that to stay open till 7:45. And of course the other durations, if you wanted to just set that mode permanently, it would stay there until you altered it again. You could also set, of course, a certain set of minutes past the original schedule. So if you wanted to extend it a little bit only for that day, or open up a little bit earlier before that time. Now we'll go with the 7:45 p.m. is when we'll end this. Finish. And you'll notice that it pops up here for the time zone. We'll go to week view. You notice that this goes until 7 o'clock, which it's going to overlap a little bit, but that's where it ends within the 7 o'clock range. So 7:45 and 6:30 here. You could alter this again if you say you put the wrong time in. Just double click on it. You can step through, double clicking. If you wanted to change the action or the set of doors, you wanted to maybe add another Panhellenic door. Say it was also the west entry that you wanted to add to that, just to give them a little bit more accessibility. So okay. Or if you wanted to change the starting time for that, we'll maybe set that to maybe 6:45 made a little bit more sense for us because someone's not going to be there. You added in the new reader and say you wanted to maybe alter that and say it's delete after execution. You actually wanted to keep that. Then we'll save. And now it updates our new times. That's 6:45 to 7:45. And that's how you create a basic macro to extend your schedules.